I never imagined I'd end up in the crosshairs of our HOA president. But here we are. My name's Michael, and for 5 peaceful years I lived in Oakwood Estates without a single issue. That all changed 6 months ago when Karen Thompson was elected president of the Homeowners Association. From day one, it was clear Karen didn't see the position as a duty to serve the community. It was a throne. She was in her mid-50s, with a meticulously maintained bob haircut that she retouched every 3 weeks like clockwork. Her routine was as rigid as her personality. Every morning at 8:30 sharp, she patrolled the neighborhood with a clipboard in hand, recording violations with unnerving glee. Trash can left out 5 minutes too long. Violation. Grass half an inch over regulation height. Violation. Holiday lights still hanging a single day past the approved deadline. You'd better believe that's a violation. I managed to fly under her radar until last month, when I committed the ultimate offense, planting purple hydrangeas instead of the HOA-approved blue variety. Within 24 hours, I received a notice demanding their removal or face a $50 daily fine. When I pointed out that soil acidity would naturally turn them blue in time, Karen brushed me off with a smug wave. Rules are rules, Michael. If everyone just planted whatever color they wanted, it would be chaos. I gave in. Arguing over flowers felt petty, but I could see she relished the power. From then on, I caught her lingering near my yard a little too often, as if waiting to pounce on the next infraction. I didn't realize at the time, but that was just the beginning of her obsession with controlling every detail of my life. The real trouble started when I ordered a new laptop for work. I got a delivery notification, but when I checked the porch, the package was gone. At first, I thought it had been misdelivered or stolen, until the delivery company confirmed it had been handed off to a community representative authorized to accept packages. I knew immediately who that was. Trying to stay calm, I called Karen. Karen, did you by any chance accept a package addressed to me today? Yes, I did, she replied, her voice dripping with satisfaction. As HOA president, I've instituted a new package security protocol. All deliveries are now routed through me for verification. It prevents theft and maintains the aesthetic integrity of the neighborhood. No unsightly boxes cluttering porches. I took a deep breath. Karen, that's not within the HOA's authority. You can't just intercept mail and packages. That's illegal. She laughed. Oh, don't be dramatic. I'm doing everyone a favor. You can pick up your package between 4 and 4:15 this afternoon. That's the designated pickup window. Unfortunately, I had a critical video conference scheduled at that exact time, which I explained. I'm sorry, but that doesn't work. I need my package now, and you had no right to take it in the first place. Her tone went cold. Those are the hours. If you can't make it, you'll have to wait until tomorrow's window. Same time. What she didn't realize was that this wasn't just a laptop. It also contained my monthly prescription medication, which required refrigeration and was tracked by the pharmaceutical company due to its high value and sensitivity. I tried one last time. Karen, this package contains time-sensitive medication. It has to be refrigerated, and it's being tracked. Please, I need to pick it up immediately. She sighed theatrically. Everyone has an excuse, Michael. If I make an exception for you, I'll have to make one for everyone. Rules are rules. At that point, I knew reasoning with her was pointless. I hung up and called a non-emergency police line. To my surprise, the dispatcher wasn't shocked. In fact, they sounded all too familiar with complaints about Karen and assured me an officer would accompany me to her house. Apparently, I wasn't her first victim. Officer Rodriguez showed up about half an hour later. He was professional, but I caught the faintest eye roll when I explained the situation. We had other complaints about your HOA president, he admitted as we walked toward Karen's house. Nothing quite this serious, though. When Karen opened her door and saw me standing beside a uniformed officer, her expression flickered from shock to indignation, to an unsettling brand of smug confidence. Crossing her arms, she spoke directly to the officer, deliberately ignoring me. Officer, I'm Karen Thompson, president of the Oakwood Estates HOA. Is there a problem? Rodriguez kept his voice even. Ma'am, we've been informed you're holding a package addressed to Mr. Michael Bennett. He's here to retrieve it. Karen's chin lifted stubbornly. As HOA president, I've instituted a secure package policy. Residents collect deliveries during designated hours only. It's all written into our new bylaws. The officer shook his head. Regardless of any HOA rules, intercepting someone else's mail or packages without permission is illegal. You need to return Mr. Bennett's property immediately. Karen's face flushed crimson. This is absurd. I'm protecting the community. Do you know how many packages get stolen these days? Be that as it may, Rodriguez said patiently, taking and holding other people's mail is a federal offense. Please return the package. With visible reluctance, Karen disappeared inside, then reappeared holding my box. The problem was obvious. It had been opened and resealed with tape emblazoned with the HOA logo. She shoved it into my hands. My stomach twisted. Did you open this? Of course, she said smoothly. All packages must be inspected to ensure they don't contain anything prohibited by HOA regulations. Rodriguez's eyebrows shot up. Ma'am, opening mail you don't own is another serious offense. Before I could respond, my phone buzzed with an alert from the pharmaceutical company's tracking app. Temperature threshold exceeded. Medication integrity may be compromised. I showed the notification to the officer, explaining my medication required refrigeration and was now likely ruined. That was the turning point. Rodriguez pressed her further, asking if she had other residents' packages. Her hesitation said it all. After obtaining a warrant, investigators discovered that Karen had converted a spare bedroom into a makeshift distribution center. Dozens of packages were piled inside, many opened. Among them were temperature-sensitive medications, including Mrs. Abernathy's insulin. There were also financial documents that had been tampered with, birthday gifts that had been opened and resealed, and even items missing pieces. Karen was arrested on the spot. The charges stacked quickly: mail theft, tampering, possession of stolen property, and interference with prescription deliveries. As officers led her to patrol car, her pale face was marked by 2 burning patches of red. "You can't do this to me," she shrieked, struggling against the cuffs. "I'm the HOA president. I was protecting this community." Word spread like wildfire. The very next evening, an emergency HOA meeting was called. Karen showed up on bail, her perfect bob slightly disheveled, but the smugness hadn't entirely left her eyes. She faced a furious room, neighbors who had seen their missing packages among the police evidence. The board wasted no time. A unanimous vote stripped her of her presidency effective immediately. And the final blow came swiftly. The pharmaceutical company whose medication she'd compromised pressed charges, seeking over $10,000 in damages. When the results of the vote were announced, Karen's composure cracked. "You ungrateful people," she snapped, her voice trembling with rage. "You have no idea what I've done for this community. Without me, Oakwood Estates will descend into chaos. You'll beg me to come back when your property values collapse." But looking at her, standing without her clipboard, stripped of her authority, grasping desperately at threats no one believed, her words carried no weight. The reign of Karen Thompson was finally over.